Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Coming Home Podcast. So, today we are going to have a really fun episode and also really grounding. And it's an episode that is going to be all about tapping into your internal stability, tapping into this masculine energy of groundedness, this masculine energy of confidence, and yeah, just allowing ourselves to really tap into the internal stability that we always have within ourselves. But before we begin, let's actually ground a bit down by just, yeah, being here for a moment. So I invite you to join me in grounding with, my little coffee mug, and it says thankful. I love it. So I'm going to just hold my cup together with my hands together on the cup, and feel free to hold on to something if you feel like it as well. But I'm going to do the somatic practice of just noticing what is here as I'm holding the cup. So all I'm doing right now is really just being present with the cup, with the warmth, and just allowing myself to just notice how that feels. And as I'm noticing how it feels, I'm really breathing into that, into the warmth, feeling into this external resource that is helping me feel warm inside. And I'm just breathing into that. And the warmth from the cup to my hands feels very nice. A little bit hot, a little tinge of unpleasant, but for the most part, it feels nice. And what I feel with the rest of my body is just this grounded sense of okayness. I feel the warmth actually traveling into my arms. I feel the bottom of my seat. It feels very grounded, very sturdy as I'm sitting on a blue velvet chair that feels stable and grounded. And I'm just allowing myself to breathe into that. And I invite you to also breathe into the stability that you feel around you, the groundedness you feel around you, and any warmth that you feel, perhaps with a cup if you're holding a cup, or maybe it's from the sunlight, or maybe it's just the warmth of your body or hand on hand. But just allow yourself to really feel into any feelings of stability, warmth, and just breathing into that as you simmer into that. And I'm going to actually take a sip of the sesame latte I made earlier. And with this, I'm just noticing how nutty it tastes. It tastes pretty good, pretty sesame. And with drinking water or drinking any drinks, just notice how it feels as it goes down the throat to the stomach. And for me, I'm noticing the warmth as it travels into my stomach area. And just taking a deep breath in through the nose and back out through the mouth. And invite you to bring up your arm as you take a deep breath in and bring it back down as you breathe out. Another deep breath in, bringing the arms up, or one arm. Back down, breathing out. Another deep breath in. And all the way out. As you allow all the energies to settle with the hand motion, with the breathing, Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little grounding practice, a little somatic practice that I did for myself, but I'm sure you were able to follow along as well. And it's so beautiful what we can really tap into within the present moment reality. There's always something here within the external and internal world that we can use as a resource for us to come back to a space of groundedness, of allowing sensations to be here, but also allowing ourselves to really come back to a state where we can feel more at ease and calm. Yeah, and this helps kind of ramp down the nervous system if it was on fight or flight, etc. So yeah, well, welcome back everybody. And like I mentioned earlier, today's topic is all about tapping into that internal stability, right? And so in the last episode, we talked about, when things are scattered, X, Y, and Z, how to, practice, how to come back to self-care practice or somatic practice or mindfulness practice to really come back to our internal stability. And today's talk is mainly about really giving you that pep talk, right? About being able to tap into that internal stability. But first, I'm going to explain, why this is important for me personally. And so, for me personally, sometimes emotions can pull me to the right and to the left. And like the scattered brain I mentioned before, the mind is here and mind is there. Or, perhaps it could be affected by external person or being or X, Y, and Z. And so, with this type of scatteredness and with this type of mind that can be pulled by emotions and get lost in the stories of the feelings of X, Y, and Z, what's really important is that we come back to our center. We tap into that part of the mind that is able to really stay firm with who you are, to stay firm and to not react to what is going on outside or inside. It's that part of you that can remember that who you are, where you are, what you are experiencing is all okay. It's that part of you that is able to accept what is here, but from a place of acceptance, it allows the sensations to move through the body. It allows us to be more at ease with what is going on, but it allows us to stand tall, to stand firm, and to not react internally or externally. And the meditation practice of Vipassana is also really, really powerful to tap into this energy as well, of the state of mind that is balanced, equanimous, which means non-reactive and neutral and calm. So my journey has been one of learning how to tap into that within myself and how I see this energy of this, the stable, grounded, and kind of like bullshit free, like drama free. It just cuts out all the bullshit and it comes into a space of logical reason, but with clarity and with this inner knowing and trust and confidence and okayness, acceptance, non-reactivity. So for me, this is something I'm learning how to tap into each and every day with meditation and just reminding myself that is within me. Everything is within the internal world. And before, this is something that I would receive from being in a relationship or receive from this person or that person. And the reason why I was like seeking for that in relationships and dating and X, Y, and Z is because of most likely my father wounds. And, I didn't really have a father that was present for me emotionally. He was there to provide money and provide things, but we didn't have that like type of relationship where I felt protected by him or I felt like I was given clear guidance or direction and things like that. And so how I see this energy of like groundedness and clarity and non-reactivity is almost like this inner father or like this masculine energy. So, this is a little bit different than feminine energy, and everybody has both feminine and masculine energy if you believe in that type of thing. But the feminine energy is more flowy, more open, more receptive, and this is is the energy where I call it my fairy energy because it's very playful, very fun. And it's the energy that is just really, yeah, just really open and is very nurturing, caring, and loving. And my opinion is that we both need this masculine and feminine energy because if we're constantly in this energy of, flowy, fairy, sometimes it's hard to get things done. And so the more masculine energy is the more clarity one and can do things in a way that feels aligned, right? And so, yeah. And so for me personally, it's been a journey of developing this part of myself, the stable aspect of self that can get shit done internally, externally from a space of confidence. But what I want to let you guys know is that however you are, if you're being affected by your emotions from the external world and how it's coming into the internal world and you're being pulled left and right by emotions and reacting to other people, I want you to know that you can 100% tap into your internal energies of stability, that masculine energy. You can 100% tap into that each and every day. It's really coming back to that space where you know that everything is within yourself. You have everything that you need within yourself. You have even that loving, compassionate, inner mother, or whatever you want to call it, higher self, whatever you want to call it. You have all these different energies within you, and it's all about activating it. It's all about tapping into it right now. And you can do it through pep talk, through journaling. You can do it with meditation. You can do it with, hypnosis, hypnotherapy, all these different forms. But I want you to really, really recognize that everything that you're looking for within the external world is in the internal world. You have everything within yourself. This is not to say that, it's no, don't get her support or X, Y, and Z, but it's to come back to yourself first, to tap into that space first, to hold space for your emotions, hold space for what is going on. Instead of looking outside, come back to what is going on inside. Hold space for that. So if you're in the thinking about a person that you're reacting to in the external world, for example, this person hurt me, or this person didn't respond, or this person X, Y, and Z, you're focusing on the story of the other person. You're focusing on this mind object, which is absolutely normal. Right? But what is really helpful is that if you can come out of the story and just come back to your body through meditation or just holding space, just notice what is going on in my body. Can I come back to my breath and just focus on the breath, the in breath, the out breath, the in breath, the out breath. Notice the breath. Notice what you're feeling in your body, right? And notice, if it's pleasant, is it unpleasant? Notice the sensation, notice the quality of it, be curious about it. But the most important thing is to stay equanimous, right? And with equanimous, it means to hold the space, but hold the space with loving awareness, with that space of allowing and being with it without that reaction. You can allow yourself to tap into your inner father, inner mother, or all these different energies of higher self, or whatever you want to call it, and to find that state of being where you can just allow, you can just be, you can just be present with firmness, with stability. There is a part that might be shaky, might be that might be hurt or X, Y, and Z, but there is also that part of you that knows who you are, that knows that you can stand up for yourself, knows that you can help this other part stand up, be firm, know who you are, trust in who you are. Don't be affected by the external world. Don't be affected by these thoughts, by these stories. All these sensations, all these stories, all these things are just story. Story is story. Feeling is feeling. Sensation is sensation. See it as it is. It is all impermanent, arising and passing. And if you can actually step into that space of allowing yourself to come out of the reactive pattern of the mind, to stop the pattern that is like, for example, right here is what is, and here's the reactive pattern of the mind that is like constantly creating negativity, reacting. So if you can let go of that, if you can come out of the story of, negativity or X, Y, and Z, you can come into a space of just observing what is, from a space of non-reactivity, from a space of allowing, recognizing, just seeing things as they are. So let's actually just take a moment to actually just do a small exercise of tapping into that non-reactive aspect of your mind, that calm equanimous state of mind. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and back out. Deep breath in and back out. Deep breath in and all the way out. And within a moment, we're going to just do a small exercise of tapping even deeply, even more into this aspect of the mind that is non-reactive. And this is a self-hypnosis technique that I actually like to do on myself. It's completely safe, and it just helps shift your energy to really tap into deeply, even more, the aspect of you that you are trying to cultivate. So with that, let us go ahead and take another deep breath in, back out, deep breath in, back out, deep breath in, back out. Within a moment, we're going to tap into this deep state of mind where you are non-reactive, where you are calm and equanimous at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Take a deep breath in and allow yourself to really tap into the state of mind where you're calm, equanimous. You're able to step into a space and place of not reacting to the external world. You're able to not react to what is going on internally. You're able to take a deep breath in and out as you're noticing the breath, noticing the sensations from a calm state of mind. You know to shift the focus from the external back to the internal, shifting the focus from the external back to the internal. You allow yourself to recognize that calm and equanimous state of mind is where you are going to come back to. And so let's take another deep breath in and back out. Deep breath in and back out. Deep breath in and back out. And let's actually just squeeze our fists a couple of times, maybe 3 times, squeezing the fist and opening the eyes. If it was closed, squeeze, breathe in, let go, breathe out. Squeeze, breathe in, let go, breathe out. Squeeze, breathe in, let go, breathe out. So as you're coming back to the space, just notice how you're feeling. Notice how that felt, to really feel into that part of the mind that is stable, that is balanced, that is calm, that is non-reactive. And I want you to know also that if you do have reactions, that's natural and normal, and there's nothing wrong with actually reacting. Of course, there is a more skillful way of doing things, and you can come back to recognizing that, oh, I reacted, That's okay, but I can come back to the space and place where I can actually tap into that state of mind where I am stable internally, allowing myself to observe the different aspects of the sensations, observe the mind, just noticing and just coming back to the breath. Coming back to the breath, coming back to recognizing that we're imperfect and that is okay. Recognizing that being human is being imperfect and that's okay. But also recognizing that, yeah, everything is truly within you and you can learn the tools of coming home, of mindfulness, of somatics, of X, Y, and Z, right? They're all geared towards helping you come back to yourself. And this is exactly why I have the coming home program, the one-on-one program, as well as the group program, which is all about helping you tap into that internal stability that has always been with you. There's going to be parts of the mind that may be scattered. There's going to be parts of the mind that may be depressed. There's going to be parts of the mind that may be overwhelmed. But you, 100%, have that stable, grounded part of you as well as the compassionate, loving, accepting part of you that is able to truly step into a space of holding space and also allowing you to stop reacting, to come back to your center, to come back to your confidence, to come back to your stability, and to recognize that you are the creator of your reality as you are taking emotional responsibility for yourself. You're allowing yourself to come back to your intentions, to come back to authenticity, to come back to your highest version of self. And that is exactly what Coming Home program is all about. And my own personal journeys of coming home to this day is the reason why I have Coming Home program, because it's freaking life changing. It is life changing because you are coming out of the negative patterns of the mind. You are coming out of patterns of reacting, and you're coming back into a space of really knowing who you are, trusting yourself as you are, and loving yourself as you are. And so if that resonates with you, of course, feel free to book that 60-minute Coming Home consult, which is all about helping you come back to your center, coming back to creating a game plan, a coming home game plan that we will implement in the program itself. So if that interests you, feel free to check out the link down in the show notes where you can book a session with me that is 60 minutes long. I'm so excited to, explore what your personal coming home journey is all about. I'm excited to hear about you. I'm excited to see your amazing growth. I'm excited to just, see you grow into the version of self that has always been there for you. As you're learning how to integrate all the different parts of the mind together, you're learning how to accept all emotions, pleasant or unpleasant. And as you accept the emotions and sensations, pleasant or unpleasant or neutral, you allow them to move through the body with ease, grace, and peace. And the byproduct is simply freedom, simply feeling better. But of course, this is simply a byproduct of the beautiful inner work that you are doing for yourself and that you would do together as one in Coming Home program. And so I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and show. And let's actually ground back down to close out for today. And also feel free to ask any questions. If any questions arises, feel free to message me on Instagram. My handle is JENNXAU. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and just take a moment taking a moment to just breathe, to really feel into that internal stability, to feel into positive energies within you, to breathe, to be, to know that who you are, where you are, what you are is more than enough. Feeling into that enoughness, feeling into that connection back to self, feeling into that acceptance of the internal and external world. And breathing in, breathing out. Raising the arm, breathing in, and breathing out, lowering the arm. Breathing in, raising the hand. Breathing out, lowering the hand. Feel into all the sensations settle. Feel into you being grounded in this moment, and allow yourself to really tap into that groundedness each and every day, each and every moment. Allow yourself to bring this groundedness into your everyday life. And I invite you to notice the breath. A simple tool and technique is to just notice the breath, the in breath and out breath in your everyday life. Come out of the mind and just observe the breath. And this is a powerful tool and technique in everyday life to help you just stay more present with yourself, to come out of kind of the mind pattern that keeps on chattering and perhaps creating negativity and perhaps dwelling in negative emotions or difficult emotions, which is normal. But with coming back to the breath, you can allow yourself to observe the present moment reality. You can notice the breath, and that helps regulate the nervous system, because when you're in your mind and you're angry or X, Y, and Z, you'll notice that the breath is a bit irregulated. But as you're noticing the in breath and out breath, you're allowing yourself to come back to a regulated state with a regulated breath. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much, of course, for joining in, tuning in, and yeah, just allowing yourself to be here with me and my energy. Thank you for your presence, and I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Take care, guys.